Let's just show some more, shall we? You're not going to get everything because I don't have somebody running the camera. I just have it on the tripod. But even a small little shower, don't be afraid to use your extension pole in there. You know, hold the pole in different directions. See there? I don't have to run it the same way. I can run it sideways. I can move out and go this way. Or I can go in here like that, carefully, up around the edge. That way. Around the soap dish. I'm just going to put a little bit on the soap dish too, just on the top this time. And like I said, if this is a brand new shower, then cut it in, just like I did on the first coat. If you're just putting another coat of sealer on a couple years later down the road, make sure that you clean it first. I've got videos on how to clean the shower. I don't have any updated ones, but I've got some from a long time ago. You just have to look for them on my channel. It's important to get them clean so that your sealer bonds nice and properly. It's not going over any scumminess or slimy bits on the wall, soap scum, or whatever. You know. And this is a resealer from a few years ago, and I'm still putting 2 coats. That's why I'm putting the second coat, a thin, quick coat on here, just because that's what I do. I could have just left 1 coat on here, right? Could have done that, but because I'm all set up and everything, it doesn't really take that much longer to put a second thin little coat on. It lasts that much longer. All right. Whew, I'm working up a sweat. Okay, let's do the floor now. I'm going to put sealer on the floor. What I do is I'll go around the edges first, just with the roller, like this. And I'm not going to get down there with the paintbrush and do all the seams this time. I'm just concentrating on the surface, and if I get any on the joints, that's fine. But I've already got plenty on the joints from last time when I saturated it with my paintbrush, remember? That's why I do it with paintbrush the first coat. Okay, so now I can take this and I can go back and forth, side to side. Just over the top. Right? Just over the top. Right over the drain. Trying to keep track of where I put the sealer, where I haven't put the sealer, while I'm walking and stuff. You notice, I don't know if you notice, I got black shoes on, they're kind of cloth. I have yet to get any sealer on them at all. Okay, when you're careful, you can do it. Okay, now I can just run it this way, and outside the shower. It doesn't have to take you a long time to do this. Just follow my steps and my explanations on why and how I'm doing certain things. That's why I try to explain stuff on my channel. Try to give you more information. Sometimes I give so much that some people don't appreciate it. They think I'm going overboard. But then other people like how I explain things. You know what I mean? They like it sometimes. So, whatever. Put another little bit on the step. I'm going to be doing this floor. I'm going to get some on the little extension piece here. You know, the rise right there. Just put it on there. Just like that. The door. Okay. There, I'm done with the shower. Hey, you want to know how to do the floor? I've done the floor in another bathroom. I'll give you some nice tips on that. Look for that on my channel. Yeah, you don't want to look, do you? You just want to see it on this. If you're watching this bonus material, I'm going to do the floor very quickly. Again, I'm not cutting it in. I'm just putting a layer over all the main traffic areas and around the toilet to a certain extent. Okay? Dip and go, dip and go. That's the name of the game here. Well, against the base, but don't hit the base. Alright? One more. So I've cut it in really good. See, I hit that a little bit. That's because I used the metal bit on there, and that had a little bit of sealer on there. I used to hit that right up against the base, but that could mark up the baseboard, and you could get sealer on there too. So just be careful. Wipe some off if you have to. I'll go back far enough to where I can still reach everything. Where the toe kick is, I'm just going to go just flush with it or slightly underneath it, not too far. So I'm keeping about an inch away from the base there. Nice even strokes here. So I'm almost done with this shower, or this bathroom floor. I got a little bit more left to do. Here's your bonus material, because you didn't want to let your fingers do the walking to find my other video. So okay, here it is now. If you're choosing to watch this bonus material, good for you. Sometimes I might have some bonus material. Other time, most people, I heard their attention span is about 5 minutes or so. That's why I try to keep my videos not too long, and I'll do them in different parts, you know what I mean? But other times, I might do the whole thing. Yeah, I gotta get behind this door. So I have to gingerly get back here. So I should have done that before I did that other section, huh? I got just a hair on my foot there. Just a little bit, not very much. Okay. Now I can head right out the door. There, let's resituate this right out the door. Got a closet. If you notice, there was a closet in the bathroom. It's an owner's closet, but it's locked, so I can't get in there. Oh well. Get everything up close. And then I'm just careful around where the carpet is. See there? It didn't really take a whole lot. I start the sealer about here, go that way first, and then the little bit I have left I can come back. That way I'm not going to get it on the carpet. Okay? Make a little, start about right there, and then come back. And fill that in. Voila! Done with the bathroom floor, just like that. You can do it too. Nice. Sweet. Well, I got one more floor to do. This is the kitchen floor. Already got the first coat on. I've got a second coat to put on here, and I'm going to do it just like I showed you in the bathroom. You know, cutting around everything. Not really going to take me that long to do this. You know, it looks like a fairly nice kitchen area, right? You know, maybe 10 minutes and I'll be done.